We've got a few applicants. At this time, I would like to call the applicant Sacred Heart to come forward and present to the board.
I'm up.
Yes.
Okay.
Joe, yeah, Joe, are you mute?
My internet's a little unstable. Are you all with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What the church is proposing is a 10-foot by 16-foot addition. It's got stonework at the lower portion of the building. It goes to brick. There's a lot of, it's got built-out corners. It has a synthetic slate roof, copper flashings, and dental moldings on the exterior. That covers pretty much the exterior. It's only 2 bathrooms, a toilet in each room, men's, ladies, sink, and tile interior, but I think you're more concerned with the outside. We have to take the pavers up that are there. We're going to excavate, and again, it's 10 by 16. It just gets backfilled, compacted. The sewer line runs out to the manhole in the front through the basement of the church, and then it goes outside for probably about 20 feet. The pavers go back once we're done, and we reset the granite.
You have a screen?
Yeah, I've got it. I don't have audio though.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, good. Should I proceed, or are you bringing up a screen with the plans?
No, go ahead. I'm just doing that while you're talking. Go ahead. Can you
Okay.
see it or no?
Again, it's going to match. We're just. I'm sorry, sir.
Can you see the screen? I can't tell.
We're going to match the.
No.
All I see is a lady running on the beach.
We see your desktop, Rob. I think you have to pick the screen that you're gonna show.
Yeah, we're seeing somebody running on a beach.
Yeah.
And none of us are there.
Same one?
No, we can see it now. We can see the agenda now. We can see the agenda. Now we can see
There
the
we go.
plans. Now we can see it.
There you go.
Back up.
There. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So on the upper, oh, there you go.
Now you-
There's the site plan. Cover sheet.
Is that the one?
Cover sheet. You want?
Yeah, that's part of it. That's
There you
part
go.
of it, but we all have copies.
Yeah, we have copies.
You can talk. I just put it up for
Okay.
convenience. You can go ahead.
Yeah,
Joe.
we all have copies. We can follow along.
Okay.
Please proceed. Go ahead.
Okay. You see the dark hashed area on the site plan? That's the, I believe that's the patio. The addition is between that hatched area and that diagonally hatched area. That's the addition itself. Proposed addition. I can't read the last word. It's too small. But the addition is that hatched, not the hatch, but the diagonal lined addition that you see in front of you.
Yes, that's a view from the rear, correct, of the church.
Yeah, the addition.
Yeah, it's sort of the side on Washington Avenue.
Yes. Yes.
So it's being built onto the side of the church. Is that correct? You're removing the wall and
It's built.
it's an addition.
Yeah, towards the back of the church.
Yeah, the day on the rear chapel.
Okay.
You can continue.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
think.
I'm not sure if the audio is bad or, yeah, please continue.
Me?
Yes.
Let me start, because this is pretty short. You got a 10-foot by 6.
16.
Yeah.
He's going
foundation.
in and out.
We're losing them.
I'm sorry, sir.
Yeah, the audio is going in and out.
I know, I'm dealing with that here too. I'm on my planning board, and we did this all summer last year. It's painful.
Okay.
So let me see if we can grasp this. It's a brick addition. There's no windows. It's 2 bathrooms. There's an ornate window in the back, but it's really inlaid with brick. From the rear, you'll see that. The corners are built out. They match the existing church. It's got a slate roof to match the existing church, has copper flashings, and a lot of dental molding around the soffits and fascias and cornice. So it's, if you go down, if you scroll down to the elevations of the building, you get a better picture of what it is we're.
This one?
The
Okay, yeah.
yeah, if you can scroll. There you go. Now, there you go. Perfect. The addition is that little thing you see directly face on. That's looking towards Main Street or 59 or Lafayette.
Sure.
That view dead center. Then the other 2 are side profiles. Yeah, it's this building
The
section.
one on the floor left is what you're talking about, correct?
Yeah, going back to that picture on the left, right there on the far left picture would be a side profile. The one in the center.
Yeah, the audio is cutting out again. But yeah, the one in the
Yeah, it
center
looks
is,
like the
That
yeah, it's from
addition-
Washington looking at the side of the church.
to the right.
Yeah, if
to
you
the
look-
right, you have the rear. That's the rear elevation. Looking at it from the school, is the
Okay,
the
yeah.
third picture, the third one on the right. That's looking at it from the school. That's a bricked-in back window. It's just kind of an ornamental detail. Over to the left is the view you would see from the building department, which is that center picture. That's what you'd be looking at from Washington.
Exactly, okay.
Okay,
See, that was existing. What you're seeing there with that window with the it's precast, it's a precast lintel with a
Yeah, the audio is cutting out.
I'm sorry.
Well, listen, this is the nature of Zoom.
I'll answer questions would probably
Have
be,
we all looked at the plan that we have?
Yeah, I looked at the plan. Is anybody else? All right, so does anybody have questions, comments? Mr. Dale, any questions or comments, concerns?
No, I got none.
All right, Mr. Giannettino?
No, none at all. I'm familiar with the plan.
All right, Dan McInerney?
I have none at all.
Tim McInerney?
None at all. I'm good.
All right, Paul Stanbridge?
Just a couple short ones. Is the building listed on any state, national, or local historic lists? I looked, I didn't see it, but is it a listed building?
I couldn't answer that. I would have to get back to you. I really don't know. I
right.
absolutely don't know. It's never been brought up by the architect.
I couldn't find it, but that would affect approvals if it's a listed building. The local jurisdiction would have to approve any modifications to it. I didn't see it. I looked, but it's worth double checking. And then second, so you're here for planning approval based on the building department sent you. It's just a small addition. they wanted you to get planning approval for it?
Yeah.
And did they want you to do like the
It-
environmental checklist and everything? Are you submitting all of that stuff?
I filled all that out.
And do we have to do seeker, Rob? Do we have to do a
Still on the
seeker?
application.
Yep, we
Yeah.
do.
He's done the complete
I
application.
spoke with Rich,
Yeah.
when we're done, Rich will.
And the
describe
building
process
department
already.
has no comment.
Yeah, no, we've discussed it. Yeah, we do have to do that. And any other comments, Paul?
No, that was it for me, Rich.
All right, okay. And Mr. Van Sickle, any comments, concerns,
No, I'm good
questions?
I'm fine with it.
All right, and I am good with it as well. Yeah, I did talk to Rob yesterday briefly and Joanne today. So we do have to, Rob, do you want to explain the process to everyone?
Sure. So this is obviously the first time on, and so we're going to set it for a public hearing. Their plans are actually quite detailed. So
They are.
what we would do is set it for the public hearing, and Rich and I discussed maybe putting that public hearing more than 30 days out, like maybe up to that week of the 23rd or whatever that day is in March. Joanne will circulate it to county planning and the state DOT because of Lafayette and other agencies. And then it would seem like, based upon what everybody's saying, it wouldn't really be much to, get an approval next time, but it does need to go through the process.
I
And
understand.
the other concern is, this is a short month, so if we do our regularly scheduled meeting, that's 28 days. The county needs 30 days. So I don't know if we should do this now or wait till the end, but I think we might want to look at trying to schedule something on the 23rd. Are people available that day to March? As opposed to having to wait and push it back till April.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This way we can get a decision at that point.
And this way, Joanne will send it to the county,
You want a motion, Rich?
Yeah,
hold
I just
on.
want to explain real quickly. Joanne can do it to the county. The folks can be notified. We can schedule a public meeting, and again, I don't think we need to push this back until April. Is everybody available? If you want to check your calendars real quickly.
Let me check.
I'm
Make
available
sure we
that
have
day.
a quorum. I'm sorry, what was that, Rob?
Paul Stanbridge is available that day.
Okay,
Yeah, no,
I'm
that's fine,
available.
Rich. I'll make myself available if I'm not.
Giannettino is available.
okay.
I'm available.
I'm
Dan
good.
McInerney.
And I think Tim went to get his calendar.
Yep, I'm one of them old guys. I don't put it on my phone.
All right.
Yeah, the 23rd is good for me.
All right, so we'll do that. So basically, we need a motion that we are going to be the lead, the Suffern Village of Suffern Planning Board will be the lead agency on this.
I make a motion that the Village of Suffern Planning Board will be the lead agency.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
All right, all in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? All right, and I say aye, so it is approved. So we will, I guess Joanne will notify you, but we are going to, do we have to do a motion, I guess, later to change the meeting date, Rob?
Yeah, well, we could set it at the time. I was going to mention, the remote meetings were just authorized till March 16th. So you might
Yes.
want to schedule it as a regular if it gets if the remote gets authorized beyond March 16th, we could always switch to remote. So
I don't know how everybody else feels, but I think having an in-person meeting would be the best course of action, especially since this is supposed
I
to.
second that motion.
Okay, so we will, when we get to it on the agenda, we'll formalize it, but Joe, we will plan to see everybody back on the 23rd of March.
and that would be at 7, Rich?
That would be at 7, an in-person meeting at 7, that's correct. If it changes, if it gets extended, we'll let you know, but yeah, I think, for something like this, in-person is definitely the preference.
And even if it's not extended, obviously you can still meet in person, but
Okay. All right. Anybody
Because I know the
opposed to,
authorization right now expires the 16th.
anybody opposed to meeting in person?
Could we do it at 7:15? Would that be? Is that
Yeah.
anyone opposed to that?
I'm not opposed to it.
All right.
And,
It's fine.
and we do have to schedule a public hearing as well, so we'll make sure it's properly noticed and posted. Okay, I think we're in good shape then. Thank you
So,
very much.
And Rich, maybe why don't we just do a motion to set the public hearing? Might as well.
Okay, do we want to set that for 7:15?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, do I have a motion to set a public hearing for March 23rd, 2022 at 7:15 PM in person?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
Public hearing at 7:15 on March 23rd.
That's correct. Okay, we have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I got a question for Rob. Rob.
Yeah.
Rob, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this public hearing necessary?
Well, you can waive a public hearing, but
There's
it's not
very
really.
few residents. There's only residents on one block behind the church. Everything else is commercial.
If your question is it required? The answer is no. Is it recommended? On one like this, I would, just because of where it is in the village, and frankly, it's one of the better plans I've seen. Oftentimes, and I'm not, like the next one is a very minor application, if you will. So I don't think you need it for that. But on this one, my recommendation would be to have it. But the answer to your question is it's not required.
No, that's fine. Just because of the sparse amount of residents involved.
That's up
But
to you.
that's
up
fine.
to you.
We can do it.
Okay, so yeah, all in favor? I think everybody was in favor. Anybody opposed? Okay, the motion carries. All right, thank you very much, and we'll see you on the 23rd of March.
Excuse me, but one more thing. I leave for vacation on the 23rd. My wife's looking it over, but I will have to have a stand-in. So I will have guys do their best for you.
Okay, I don't think that'll be an issue.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, next item on the agenda is it Babels Global or Babels? How do you pronounce that? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, it's Babels Global. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I'd like to call you forward, and you've got the floor.
Did you hit Dan instead?
What I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a facade change. Is that correct?
It's like just make the door a little bit bigger, just for.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I drove actually past it the other day and took a look at it. I didn't see any issues. What would you like to present to us?
Not much. Just I wanted to get a permit for it.
Okay. All right. Any board member comments? Is everybody taking a look at the application?
Yes. I'd like him to state his name for the record. Did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
Rich?
Please state your name for the record. Mr. Hanfling?
Yes. My name is Isaac Hanfling. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. I don't have any questions. I've looked at it.
Mr. Dale?
Nope, I'm good with it. I think it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, Mr. Dan McInerney,
No issue at all.
Mr. Tim McInerney.
No issue at all.
All right, Mr. Stanbridge,
Nothing.
Mr. Van Sickle.
Looks fine.
Okay, and I don't have any comments at all. So do I have a motion to approve this application?
I would just, before you go ahead and do that, just do a quick secret, motion that you can combine it, that the board is lead agency, it's an unlisted action, and issue a neg deck. So if somebody wants to adopt that motion.
Do we have a motion?
I
Do
will.
we have a second?
I make that motion.
All right, Mr. Van Sickle seconds it. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. All opposed? All right, the motion carries.
Aye.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, hi.
So I think it was a
Okay.
time delay, a
All
delay.
right, yeah, that's, again, I can't wait till we're back in person. Okay, you're a little late there, Jim, but that's okay. I got a little worried. All right, so,
But he has to go to the building department before he starts work.
Yeah, I would,
So I
and
hope he
again,
knows
if I could, Mr. Chairman, I would just suggest the motion would be to waive the necessity for a formal site plan and approve the plan as presented.
all right, do I have a motion to waive the formal site plan and approve the plan as presented?
I'll make the motion.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? All right, the motion carries. All right, next up on, and by the way, Steve Conley did look at this and there were no comments as well, so thought I should mention that. Okay, any old business?
What, over there?
No, your application has been approved.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Any old business to discuss? Any new business to discuss? Anything, any miscellaneous comments? And we've set the date for the March meeting already, so I think motion to adjourn is in order. Do I
I'll make a
motion to
motion to adjourn.
Okay, a second.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all opposed? All right. Motion carries. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.